Hello. Today I wanted to share a little bit about how to find a haircut in a new city that you haven't been to. One of my top tricks for finding a new haircut, which I just got this week, is just to go on Yelp. Yelp is a really great website where you can find reviews of different stores or vendors in a given area based on what other people have experienced. So what you can do is you can just go to yelp.com or get the app on your phone and you can just search for haircut. If you really want to find a salon that focuses on women, then you can also put in women's haircut or men's haircut if you're man, kids, whatever it is. So just type in some kind of haircut that you want. And I always like to choose the area that I'm nearby if I'm in a new place and I don't have a recommendation to go off of. I try not to travel too far because that's kind of nice. So I try and scope it to just those places that are in my local area. And there are two things that I look at on the Yelp reviews. Before I kind of go deeper, I look at obviously the number of stars and then the number of reviews. And sometimes more reviews is nice because maybe something has 5-star reviews, but if they only have a couple, then it could be a new salon, or it's not necessarily a great signal yet if they have 5 stars, but not that many people have reviewed it. So once you kind of find a couple that look interesting, either the name or you get a good feeling, or there's a lot of reviews that are good or something, you can click in and then you can read through the reviews. You can also look at the pictures of the people who have reviewed the place, and that can be a really neat way to just see, like, this person having hair that I want to have as they're really happy with it or really frustrated with it or something like that. So that could be a really nice trick. And then I just scroll through and find out. At some salons, you'll find that people really like a certain person and they're calling out a certain person. And so that can be nice if you want to call and you have the flexibility to ask for that person. But you can also just see some of the reviews will be more general. Some will comment on, it's always great here. Every time I go, I've been coming here for years, this kind of thing. So it's nice to just scroll through the reviews and see if they're the kind of thing that you would want to do. The last tip I have for you is sometimes you can click through to the website of the salon or the studio, and there you can sometimes find photos of like before or after, or actually even in the Yelp reviews itself, that they might have photos either uploaded by people or uploaded by the owners of the salon. And the photos can be a nice way to both figure out, like, is this the kind of haircut that I would want, or can they do what I need them to do for my kind of hair? But it can also be a really nice place to get inspiration, because you can show those photos to the stylist that you work with, and then they can use them to give you an awesome haircut. And then the last thing is price. You can scan the reviews for price, you can call for price. Often you can look on a website, and some salons will have different pricing for different stylists, so you can tell them, like, I'm happy to go cheaper. One thing I learned this time with the salon that had junior stylists versus fully experienced versus like super pro is I said, like, if I do like a less experienced stylist, like, is the outcome different? They said no, the outcome's not different. It's just that if somebody's newer, it sometimes takes them longer to do a good job. And I was like, oh, I don't care about that. Like, I'll give somebody experience. But then it ended up taking 2 hours to get my haircut, which was a really long time. So that's something else you can also ask if you give them a call or get in communication with them, is how long will it take, and how much time should you schedule, something like that. And who knows, it might differ, and just tell them what you want to spend. And then you might also, at some salons, you might want to have a cash tip available. Sometimes they do that, or having cash available. So that's maybe one thing to look for on the site as you're choosing your salon is, do you need to bring cash, or is the credit card okay? And just be sure you have that all figured out. And I always like to call ahead and just say, hey, do you have any spots for walk-ins? Sometimes they do, and they'll just hook you right up. Otherwise, you can book online or figure out how to make an appointment. I hope this is helpful. Good luck finding a salon.